The number of migrants being granted asylum in the UK is triple that of France, according to new data gathered by the think tank Migration Watch UK. Puts the UK as an outlier compared to the whole of Europe, according to the group, whose chair, Alp Mehmet, joins me now to discuss the figures. Alp, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Well, tell us what your report says about migration in the UK then.
Well, the main point is that the EU generally, but in particular France, are rejecting asylum applications at a far greater rate than we are. In 2016, we were actually accepting 34%, the French 32%. Move on 5 or 6 years to 2021, 22, and the French were rejecting 25%, and we were allowing 72%. Sorry, the French were allowing 25%, we were allowing 72%. This year it's been 77%. So a huge disparity between the numbers who are applying for asylum in exactly the same circumstances. The French are turning them down and we are accepting them. And that's where the problem lies.
And do we know why this is? Are we doing things differently in some way?
We've set the bar very low. It's interesting that the government has said that one reason is that they are fast tracking those who are likely to succeed, or it's been shown that their applications are going to succeed. That sounds nonsensical to me. How can they judge simply on nationality and effectively make the decision before people have even applied? It's simply wrong. And for so long as we are much more liable to allow people into, afford asylum to people, then more likely it is that they will continue to come. 45,000 already this year. Next year, I suspect it will be a great deal more.
And Rishi Sunak has made it clear that he views getting these numbers down as one of his political priorities. Could you talk us through some of the plans that he's putting in place and whether you expect them to have any particular impact on these numbers? Because this has been something the government has been wrestling with for a while.
Yeah, they're going to put more resources in. They are... The big difference actually is not what they're going to do, but for me, it's the fact that Rishi Sunak, number 10, are actually going to support and be behind the effort to do something about this. I really think that the French certainly could play ball in a better way than they have. I don't see the logic of saying to people, no, you don't qualify for asylum. And then when we reject them and say they don't qualify for asylum, they don't accept them back. It just doesn't make sense. The government, I think, is going to make an effort. Whether that is going to be in time to make a difference by the next general election, which I think is what this renewed effort is all about, I'm not sure. At the moment, we are going, if we continue to accept people at the rate that we are, then I'm afraid they will continue to come for so long as we don't return them, we don't remove them. And Rwanda, which the Prime Minister says is also part of the renewed effort, that we're going to revert to sending people to Rwanda as soon as possible. I think that has to be a part of the effort. I'm not sure that it's ever been the final solution. It's never been the magic wand on its own, but it has to be part of whatever it is that we're doing to dissuade people from setting off in boats in the first place.
Alp Mehmet from Migration Watch, thank you for joining us this morning.